Audio clear? Can you see my screen? Welcome you all. My name is Karmeet and I am here to help you today with a new strategy. So we will be talking about it, but first let me know, am I audible? Is the screen clear to you? Let's just wait for some people to join in. I would suggest get your friends to join the session so that even we have more people who can learn from these sessions. So the reason we are taking these sessions, we do these webinars is so that we can help you learn. So let's just wait. In the meantime, I would like you all to let me know. Mr. Bruce, hi sir, how are you? So I am receiving some comments. Mr. Bruce, can you please confirm whether you're able to hear me well? And is my audio and my screen clear to you? Let's just wait. There are people joining in. Hi, Mohammed. How are you all doing? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes. Let's have our friends join in. Thank you for confirming that the audio is clear. Thank you. How are you all doing? How has your day been? Or if you are, where are you watching me from? If you are, it's a morning time for you. What are your plans for the day? How has it been? How is your trading been? Kindly let me know. I would be glad to hear that from you all. So just a minute or two more, and then we'll get to our trading topic. In the meantime, let's get to know each other better. Hello, everyone. So I'm receiving comments from almost everyone who is in, and I welcome you all to the webinar today. And we will be talking about a very important strategy, which is my personal favorite strategy at the moment. So we will be discussing about that in this webinar, but I want some more people to join in, so let's wait. Navit, I'm really sorry for your loss, but I'm sure that once we give some time to our trading, we try to learn more and more strategies, we might be able to recover it as well. Screen is not clear, Mr. Bridge. Well, can anyone else confirm? Is it not clear? Or it's only Mr. Bridge who has an issue with the screen being not being clear? Can anyone else please confirm it, whether it's clear for you all? Yes, Vijay sir. Let the suspense be there. I'll tell you with strategy, but let my friends join in. Let all of them come in. So let's have some suspense. I am sure you have read the title, but still. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that the screen is clear. All right, without wasting any more time, let's just get back to our today's topic. Yes, we all meet every Wednesdays, we meet Fridays, we talk about different strategies. So we will be talking about my favorite strategy, which I have been using for a quite while now, and I feel it's been somewhat more helpful for me than comparatively to other strategies. So, yes, as you all read the title, the strategy for today is triple rebound. So, we will be talking about that. But as you know, in the beginning of the session, we just go through some basics about the application, about the platform, because it's not necessary that all of you have joined in, are the expert traders, or have been trading on the platform for long. We might have traders who are just new to the platform, or it's their first time attending the webinar. So, I just want to make some basics clear to you, and then we will start with our strategy knowledge, and further we'll make some trades. So that is how this is going to go. So yes, this is the platform. I'm using the web version at the moment. I know most of you use the application, but it's somewhat similar. I'll guide you about someday, maybe in our next webinar, I'll just share the screen about our mobile application in the beginning and explain you what you can see in which part of the mobile application. So as you know, Whatever trades you make are visible in this trade section. We have a marketplace where you can purchase signals, you can go through, different strategies, and all of that is available in in this marketplace. If we have some upcoming events, like we are currently having an event of Cricket 23 Challenge, right? So this event is active. It expires in 9 days. You will get all the benefits of all the information, sorry, of any events happening on this on this tab. And then comes one of the most important section, which is the help section. Now, help section important for two things. One, that you can contact the support team from here. And the second thing is we have help center wherein we have tutorials about things, we have information, we have educational stuff, where you can find, everything related to how to make a deposit, withdrawal, different statuses, and about trading as well. So this, whenever you are new to the platform, when you start trading, this is the section that will help you understand the platform. Then we have a list of assets here, which is fixed time and forex. So you can change your assets clicking over here. This is the payments tab where you can click, make deposit, withdrawal, internal transfers, and you can check all your transactions as well. Okay, so this is about the platform, and the most important thing that most of you all think talk ask about is the risk-free deal. So most of you all have a question whenever we talk to you, that where do you find the risk-free deal? So it's this shield kind of sign. Okay, on the web version it's located here. It's available for the fixed time trading, and when you click here you see the availability of the risk-free trades. In the mobile version over here, where down it shows down and up, just next to that, besides the clock sign, you'll find this risk-free deal. So this was the basic. You can change the time period from your amount from here. So this is the basic about the application. All right, you can check your statuses from here. We are clear, I hope, about the basics, and I will be getting to the questions to the in the comment section, maybe after some time, because today's strategy is something that excites me, something that I feel happy about talking to you guys. So we will be talking about. I will take the questions in the later part, but let's just talk about this strategy. So what are strategy, friends? First of all, if you remember, if you had watched my last webinar, I clearly informed you that strategy is a combination of different indicators and oscillators. Okay, and it comes with a default setting. You don't have to make any changes in the settings for strategies. I hope that part is clear to you. Instead of using one indicator, one oscillator, the strategy is a combination of these two. Now, as we know, we will be talking about triple rebound. Any guesses what triple rebound is and why? What does name suggest? Well, I will get to the name part. I will make it easier for you to understand what the name suggests and how this strategy works. Okay. One live forex trade, Mr. Bruce, we will certainly try. But right now, let me just discuss about the strategies. I'm sure I'll get back to you on the questions. So, my friends, you know that this A kind of the tower that we see is where we find our indicators, our oscillators, and the strategies, right? So, what I wanted to explain you is, for example, now triple rebound. Triple rebound is basically a combination of RSI indicators. If and this strategy, for example, when you click on this tower kind of sign, you see different indicators, you see oscillators, you scroll down, you see oscillators, and when you scroll down, you see strategies. So here, the one with the blue arrows are the strategies that are available for our starter traders. All right. The other with the green arrows, the second part with the green arrows are the strategies which are available for our advanced traders. And the ones with the yellow arrows are the strategies which our expert traders have. But when you come on expert status, you get all these strategies in your account. Like you see, I'm on an expert now and I have all these strategies. So today, the strategy that we're talking about is triple rebound. Now, when you click on triple rebound, it gives you a small tutorial which is around, which I would request you to watch once, because it makes your understanding more easier before using this strategy. So kindly give it a couple of, it won't take much time. It's a 3 minutes to 3.5 minutes maximum time that it would need for you to notice this video. So let's read this. This is a counter trend strategy based on three relative strength indexes, three RSIs. Okay. indicators with different periods when the price enters the overbought, oversold zone in all three RSI. So let me just tell you in short. I don't want you to, get confused with the technical stuff, but let me tell you, it's a combination of three RSI oscillators, three RSI indicators. Now, if we think, like this strategy is available for expert traders, but what if an advanced status trader who is currently watching me or who might watch the webinar later on, what if an advanced or a starter status trader wants to use it? Will that person not be able to use this strategy? Well, that's not the case. But there are some things that I want you to understand here. Okay. So when you scroll, you find these indicators. When you select oscillators, you see we have RSI here. Okay. Now, as you remember, we just read that our triple rebound is a combination of three RSI. So what we will be doing is we will be clicking one, then we'll go back to the instrument 2 RSI, we'll go back and it's 3 RSI. So we have 3 RSIs now. This is for starter levels and advanced level. But you need to understand that here it shows the RSI value 14. It shows RSI as 14. Here all the 3 RSIs will represent 14. But when you actually activate the strategy, when you go to the strategies and you click on triple rebound and you activate the strategy, you see that it has RSI with different windows. It has 7, 14 and 21, where 7 is the fastest, 14 is the medium and 21 is the most slow RSI. So when you are on an advanced level or a starter level, what you will be doing is you will click RSI 3 times and you will change the numbers. If you click here, you can change it. You will manually change it to 7, 14 and 21. Let me just do that for you so that you understand it well. All right. So again, just to brief for people who have just joined in, RSI, you just go to oscillators, you click RSI 1, you go again, you click RSI 2, go again, click RSI 3. Okay, so this is a triple rebound, but with some changes. What changes? We will be changing this manually to 7. All right. Then we change the last one manually to 21. Now, I want, because this, the same color and all doesn't look too good to me. So what I will be doing is I will be changing some colors to add more effect. So we made the 14 as a lighter blue shade, a cyan blue shade, and we made maybe 7 as a yellow. So now it becomes easier for you to understand. Now, what is RSI? How do we understand these RSIs? We will get to that. First, the triple rebound. I'm sure most of you, maybe in our childhood, maybe currently, we have played carom boards. And when the striker hits the corners, the edges of the carom board, and it comes back, we say that it's a rebound. Why? Because it hits the board and it takes a turn. It takes a flip to the other direction. The same is here, triple as in 3 RSIs and rebound. That means it's going to hit a level and come back. I hope that is clear and an easier way for us to understand. So rebound means going to a particular set target and then coming back, going to a particular place and just coming back to the opposite direction. That is what rebound is all about. Okay. So let's just understand the strategy in a better way. So what happens over here is we have 7, 14 and 21 RSI. So when we over here you see it's 30, 50, 70. 50 is the midline, 30 is the base and 70 is the top line. So here, since I mentioned opposite, so what happens is if we just try to change some assets so that we can understand it in a better way. All right. So when RSI 7 goes below the 30 line, with RSI 14 also below the 30 line and RSI 21 just touching the 30 line or near the 30 line, that is our signal of opening the trade in the opposite direction. If it is below, we are going to open the trade upwards. All right, over here if you see the line 7 and the RSI 7 and the RSI 14, was above the 70 line. So, my friends, here we have a signal of opening the trade downwards. So, wherever the RSI line is, we are opening the trade in its opposite direction. But this comes with a very important thing that we need to keep in mind. Now, what is that? Well, the RSI 7 and 14 should be above or below that line. If it is near to that line, I would suggest that just avoid making those trades because then the trend can flip anytime. All right. So, for example, here it was near to the line 70. Here it was near, but if I would have made a trade here, if you see, it went downwards maybe for a minute also. It was not downwards and then it went upwards, so this was not stable. But here, if you see, if I would have made a trade here, the market did go upwards. Okay, we saw that the 7, if I make a trade here, the 7 line, the 14 line has crossed the 70 line. The 21 line has also crossed. This is a clear signal of a downward trend. And if you see, the market did go down from here. All right. So we will be looking for such examples so that we understand, and later on we will be focusing on trade. Over here, if you see the 7 line, the 14 line, and the 21 line. All three of them are below the 30 line, and this is a clear signal, clear indication of an upward trend. Now, if you see, each candle represents 1 minute. So we have 4 candles formed here. That means we had a clear picture of making an upward trend, and this could have helped us. Now, if you see here, the 7 line has crossed. The 14 might cross. The 21 is getting in this direction. So we will always wait for the 14 also to cross and the 21 to get near it. Just because the 7 has crossed, I would not suggest you to make a trade. So, as you all remember, I always mention in my session that patience is all that we need in trading. Patience with some basic checks, like checking the graph in the past. If you see this asset, it has been performing fine. It has some upward trend. It is not an unstable asset. It is not very volatile. Over here, if you see, this asset has been very volatile. It was a flat market where prediction was not easy. So we will always study the candles, we will always understand the graph, and then we will be making trades. All right. Is whatever we discussed till now, is that clear to you? Any other queries about whatever has been discussed till now? You can certainly post it in the comment section. And once we are done with the discussion, we will take some questions and then we'll go back to our to making some trades for today. All right. So here you are seeing a signal. The 7 line is up, the 14 is up, the 21 is crossed. Now the trend has started going down. Also, the most important thing, when using a triple rebound, always try to make the trade in the initial 10 seconds. As soon as the entry point in triple rebound matters a lot. All right. Now, why entry point? As soon as the candle, if I place the trade in the between, the trend can change. The trend can certainly change. So basically what we are going to do over here is we will be making trades whenever the candle starts. Maximum we can wait for is 10 seconds down the start from the start of the candle. All right. One more thing, when this crosses the 70 line, the RSI 7 and 14 crosses the 70 line, it shows that the asset is overbought. All right. And when it crosses, it goes below the 30 line, it shows that the asset is oversold. So we are going to be focused. All right. Any queries, please post it and I will be getting back to it. Let me just find some examples which I can show you and then we will talk about trading. So again, for people who have just joined in, triple rebound is the strategy for today, and it consists of 3 RSIs, 7, 14 and 21. We need to change the RSI. If we are not an expert, we can change it by clicking on the RSIs, and whenever the RSI crosses this whenever the RSI 7 crosses the RSI 70, crosses the line 70, and with RSI 14, we make a downward trend. Whenever RSI 7 and 14 go below the 30 line, we make a upward trend by watching the RSI 21. This is the fastest RSI, this is the medium RSI, and this is the most slowest RSI. So if you see, we know that 7 is going this way and 14 is a bit slow, 21 is very slow. All right. So this is how triple rebound works. So yes, let's just see if we have any questions at the moment. Mr. Navid, you said you have a cute query. Well, you can certainly post your queries here, Mr. Navid, and we will try to address it. So yes, we will be making some trades with the help of this strategy, and I will show you how this can be helpful. Now, one thing before I start making trades. Normally, we set the time frame to 1 minute. Always make sure that when you set the time frame to 1 minute in triple rebound, you either use double or triple of the time. So you can use 2 minutes or 3 minutes. My thing is I normally use 2 minutes when I'm using triple rebound. So you can do that. All right. Any more questions? Any questions before I proceed towards our trades today? Come on, guys, let's have an interactive session. Let's just post some queries. The more you post questions, the easier it will be for us to use it once I end this webinar. The more queries you come up with, that much it will be easier for you to understand this strategy. So come up with queries. There's no harm in asking any query that comes to your mind. All right, so I think that people are very clear with whatever is discussed till now, which is a good thing. So let's just talk about let's just try to find some signals and make some trades. I hope you all are with me watching my screen. I would recommend that while the webinar is on, please just focus on the screen and try to learn. Do not try to copy the trades. I want you to be fully focused so that when the webinar ends, you can certainly practice whatever you learn and then you can make full use of it. But right now, do not copy trading. And one more thing, before I make some trades, let me tell you, none of the strategies guarantee you 100% success rate. They can show us a path to trade, but 100% success is not guaranteed in any of the strategies. All right. So let's just I will get back to the question sessions later on, question part. Let's just see if we have any, here we see we are getting a signal, but again, we are in the mid. So if I make a trade here, it can be a riskier trade because we are not sure of the fluctuation. So I will not be making trade, but I will for sure make one trade in the middle and show you why I do not recommend it. All right, so here, once the 14 RSI crosses the 70 line, we will be making a downward trend, but it's not crossing. So let's check any other asset. All right, in the meantime, while I'm checking the asset, let me also check some questions. I have Mr. Navid saying when RSI 7 crosses mid and RSI 14 touches mid, line and RSI 21 in mid of 50 and 30, what will we do? We will wait, Mr. Navid, because we want the RSI 7 and 14 going below the 30 line and also RSI 21 somewhere near to the 30 line. Only then we will make an upward trend. So we will keep patience then. I also have a question which says, please, why is that you guys don't do live demonstrations of indicators like you do for the strategies? Well, I take that as a feedback and we will try to, come up with more sessions. We are working on having more and more interactive sessions with you. And certainly I will share that as a feedback with my team and we will try to work it out. Thank you for that. All right, so let's check for signals now. Let's make some trade. Here, this might cross. Okay, you see 7 is on the top, so 14 might cross and 21 is getting near to it. So maybe the next candle is something that we can try on. All right. So let's just come back to this asset. In the meantime, check. Well, let's just check if we see here. You see, Mr. Navid, this is for you. Like you had a question. Uh, 14 is here, 7 has crossed, and 21 is here. But we are waiting for 14 to cross because if you see, if I make a trade here just by looking at 7, the trend is changing. All right, here you see the trend is changing. It is not a very stable trend. And if I make a trade here, I might lose the trade. So that is why I mentioned that we will be waiting on this point. So let's check Asia Composite. 14 has still not crossed, the 14 RSI has still not crossed the 70 line. Okay, so here you see the market has been very, you don't see more curves. You need to see, if there are curves, the 7 line. Here you see the market has been flat for some time. So this is a risky trade, but we will try to make a trade here when the next candle forms. Maybe we will use a risk-free trade and do it. So today with this strategy, I want to make more trades with you. So I am very eager to find some signals because this strategy has been helpful for me and I want it to be helpful for you guys too. So here 7 is crossing. This can be a signal. The candle ends. Let's just wait. Seven has crossed, 14 might cross. In the meantime, you can certainly check the assets. And if you have any recommendations for me, which assets I should trade on, I can certainly try it. Right now, we will be focused more on fixed time trading assets. So you can certainly check and come up with suggestions in the comment box, and I'll try to, use those assets. 7 has crossed, we are waiting for 14. So we have many signals where 7 has already crossed. We are just waiting for 14 to cross. And once that happens, we will start making our trades. So, did you understand actually how this strategy works? Before we make a trade, is it clear to you how this performs? So, if you see here, the 14 is resisting. It is not crossing the 70 line. Once this crosses, it is a signal that we make, a downward trend. Currency pair, sure, I'm checking on it. I'm checking where we have signals. Here we did have had a signal, so let's see. Mhm. Well, when you say currency pair, fund forex, do you have any recommendations for me? Mhm. GBP, JPY. Okay, let me see. No, there is no signal here. It is still, there's quite a lot of time for it to go down. Let's scroll all the way up. No, even here it just flipped. All right, guys, please put it in the comment section over here. You see, 14 just crossed, but we are in the middle of the candle. Let's just wait for this candle. 14 cross, 7 cross, 21 near. We will try to make a downward trend now. All right. Let's just make a trade. As soon as the candle starts, make a trade. Let's see how this goes. And in the meantime, let's find different asset. AUD USD, I will check. Over here, well, the market, we just checked the market. See, one candle green, one red, one green, one red, and the candles are also small. If you see, it's not a big candle. If it is a big candle, we can certainly make a trade. But the candles are small too, so we will not be risking in this asset. Asia Composite, well, let me see. Yes, we already have a trade downwards in Asia Composite. So yeah, thank you for that, Spawn. This might be a signal over here. Now, 7 has crossed. It might be an upward trend signal. So let's see. If you see it's going downward, I am sure 14 will cross. As soon as 14 crosses, we'll make a trade. Well, for the guys who are suggesting the assets, I thank you all for that. But I hope I'm able to explain you how this strategy works and you are able to understand. That's the reason you are commenting over here. It just crossed 7 cross, 14 cross. Now it can be an upward trend, but we are not going to trade in the mid signal. We will wait for it. Again, the candles are a bit unstable, so I will be using a risk-free trade here and then I'll make a trade. Okay, here you see. But again, a flat market as we discussed. See, there has no been huge graphs, but let us see if this works. We'll get back to it. Okay, so I just made a trade on Asia Composite and we won that trade. So and similarly, we'll make some more trades. Not on Brent, 5 minutes is something that we are not going to work on. Let's just check some over here. Next candle, we'll try to make a downward trade. EURCAD, certainly I'll check that now. It's a we had a chance here, but again, as I mentioned, if you see the 7 has not crossed the 30 line, so just try to not be very much. Can we make for 1 minute? Well, I wouldn't suggest that. Again, we are in the middle, so we will not be making some trade here. So see, there are chances that the trades won't go positive, maybe a couple of trades, since I did mention in the beginning that none of the strategy is going to assure 100% success ratio, but it can certainly help us understand it better. Give me a minute, the platform is reloading, and once it's back, I'll just check some more assets. Well, now I will try to make a trade for 2 minutes in a downward position. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we missed a chance here. Gold, yes, I thought so. Well, gold, the thing is, it's not crossing the 4. We'll wait for 14 to cross and then we'll try to make a upward trade. Okay, so I hope this is clear. If it is below the 30 line, both the RSIs, the 7 and the 14, make an upward trade. If it is above the 70 line, 7 and 14 and 21 here, make a downward trade. Okay, so let's just find some assets that way. Here we might have a signal. But if you see here, the asset is very volatile. You see one red, one green, one red, one green. So at the moment, I will avoid this. If you want, I can certainly try next trade. Well, the best time frame, if you set the candles to 1 minute, the best time frame will be 2 minutes or 3 minutes. We will be trading on Astro Composite. I might use a risk-free trade and trade because here it's going upwards. So yes, this was a signal. Well, yes, I already have an active trade on Euro Composite. You see, I made a trade at this point as soon as the candle started. Here I made a trade, the candle within 3 to 4 seconds, and now the second candle has ended almost, and I will win this trade. I did win this trade, right? So I hope this was clear to you guys how this works. Well, here we will have a signal. We're just checking Astro Index. Let's wait. Here we did have a signal which we missed. Oh, we took a trade here. Sorry, we didn't miss it. So yes, tell me. In the meantime, while I'm searching for assets, tell me, did you understand how this strategy works? Was it clear to you? Do you think that this is something you can certainly try once I'm done with the webinar? You can certainly try maybe in your demo accounts and practice it in your live account too. Was I able to make you understand about this strategy? Oh, see, here it just leaped. And now it's not very stable. If you want, we can certainly try a trade, maybe, and not right now, but let's just wait. We will get back to this asset. I want to make a trade there and show you how the flat market kind of things, where the trend is not either upwards or downwards, it's just flat. Why we do not trade on those assets. So I will just make a trade for you guys right at the moment. So here I will try to make a trade, but it's 5 minutes, so I will be skipping it at the moment. Okay, this we will make our next trade here for 2 minutes in upwards direction. As soon as this candle ends, we'll make a trade. 7 cross, 14 cross, 21 near. Thank you for mentioning that. It's a pleasure to guide you. So upward trade because 7 has crossed, 14 has crossed, 21 has crossed. So hope for the best. 3 trades made by now, 2 are positive, the third one is currently ongoing. Let's hope that it goes well. Let's go to some currency pairs now. Let's see how they are performing. So again, first make sure you set the time period to 2 minutes. No. Oh, here we might have a signal in the next candle. We'll make some trade here. See, the 7 has crossed. 14 is about to cross. Let's make a upward trade here. All right, here I go. So my 2 trades are active. Let's hope we get a good result. Here, it's an upward trade. We just missed it. So as I was saying, I will show you. I do not have a $5 risk-free trade. I'll show you what happens when we make a trade up in the middle. So I will show you that. Why I suggest not on this asset, but yes, when the candle is correctly in around 20, 25, 30, I'll show you that. I want you guys to come up with queries, with questions, so that we can discuss more about this. It's a very simple strategy. It just needs patience. Here we missed a signal. All right, we had 3 minutes, 3 candles for 3 minutes, which were showing a downwards trend. So I want you to come up with questions, guys. All right, so my one trade closed for no profit, no loss. Let's go back to this and see what is happening here. So yeah, we have some time. If this goes again to no profit, no loss, we will be using the martingale here. We will double up the amount and then we will trade. We have 29 seconds left. Let's check some other asset where we can Asia Composite. Thank you. No, dear, there's no signal on Asia Composite, Saurav. We might have a signal here. Okay, so we have it here. Let's just wait for 14 to cross. 14 is on the 70 line. Maybe next, by the next time the candle is used, it crosses. So we will just check that. Checking gold. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, gold has a signal, but we'll trade as this candle ends. Gold is unstable at the moment, as you can see. So we will wait as the candle ends. Only on downline or upline will work, or in middle also we can do. Well, no, not in the middle. We will wait for the 7 and the 14 to cross downwards like it did here. And as one of my friends suggested, we'll change the time period to 2 minutes and make an upward trade. Let's see how it goes. In the meantime, let's check other signals. So, Sean, as I was saying, once the yellow line, the 7 line and the 14, the 7 RSI and the 14 RSI goes above the 70 line, we will be making a downward trend. The 21 has to be near to the 70 line. When it goes below the 30 line, the 7 and the 14 line, we will be making an upward trend. All right. Let's try some more assets. We need to recover. So the reason I am able to recover, either try to recover my losses is because of the patience that we show in our trading. Because I know if I lose a $5, I want to recover it using the martingale for and make a trade of $10. So here it's giving an upward trend, but okay, we can try a trade here. Let's try. So we have entered in the middle. So I'll show you why we might win this trade or we might lose it. But why is it risky? I'll show you once the trade, once it gets near to closing. Here we missed a signal. Here 7 did cross, but 14 has not yet crossed. So I will not risk over here. When the 7 has crossed and 14 is just near, we will wait. This can be a signal. Mooch index. Let's hope and let's make a trade. But again, it has been, fluctuating, but that's fine. 14 cross will make a upward trade. Let's see. Okay, so this is a downward trend which it shows, but again, let's wait. We already are at 43, so I will not be risking it now. I am trying to make the maximum trades possible, and I want you all to suggest what can, be the assets what we can use. I want you all to put your suggestions here. All right, guys. So we are here. We are working on this webinar. We are working on this strategy. We are learning this strategy as a team. I am, instructing you, but this is only for your betterment, only for your trading. So I want you to come up with queries. I want you to come up with discussions so that we can have a more interactive session. So let's see. See, I am going to make a trade downward now. Let's see. Because you see, it will change. It should change. Dear ma'am, graph can also go on to overbuying zone. That then what? I am sorry, Naved sir. I did not get your question. Can you please explain it in a bit detail so that we can discuss about this? Here we had a signal. All right, so let's see what did our trades do. Well, you see, we won two more trades, which is a good thing, guys. So yes, we are doing good. We are understanding the strategy in a better way. It's going good for us, and that is a good thing that I wanted to, represent to you today. So this asset, if you see, we have an ongoing trade, which is also a positive trade here. All right, so let's just wait. Let's just see what happened on this trade. So if you see, I made a trade on Euro USD. I have lost it. It was a $10 trade, but I want to recover it. So what are we going to do in this case, guys? I've already told you we will be using martingale, where we will double up. We will double up the amount and we will use it. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me check Tesla. I have a recommendation to check Tesla. Let me just check it. Well, Tesla, we can certainly try, but if you see, the candles are not very big candles. It's green candle, red candle, so we can try, but not at the moment because it's going flat. So yes, we will get maybe we get back to it, or maybe we can check it later on. But the strategy needs to be clear to you guys to understand how this works. So let's make a couple of more trades. I want to have a more I want to give you all more experiences on the positives and the negatives as well, because I want that even if the trade goes negative, we should be able to recover it. So I had a $10 trade. I will have to double up the amount using the martingale because I lost that trade and I want to recover it. So how do I recover it? I'm waiting over here for this 14 to cross. I might, check few assets and see how it goes. So here it's crossing. The next trade we can make in an upward direction. Let's see. Yes, Mr. Navid, we have a comment from Mr. Navid which says sometimes signals can fail. Well, that is why I mentioned that none of the signals give you a 100% guarantee of a successful trade. Not only on our platform, you go on any other platform, any platform, you won't get a guarantee of a successful trade. But we can certainly try because not 100%, but we can certainly try to understand the signals better and have a 60 to 70 to 80% success ratio. So that is why we have signals. This is just for us to understand the trend of the market. All right, to understand how the market is performing at the moment. We are just focused more to work on learning strategy and understanding, and try, if it helps us, then nothing like it, it's great, right? Any signals you guys see? I am checking different assets. Also, one more thing, guys, which I would recommend you over here. If you see that one asset has, given you two unsuccessful back-to-back trades, I would suggest do not trade on that asset because you already know that it's given you an unsuccessful twice. So I would suggest that at that point you should always avoid that asset. All right, so here I'll make an upward trade because if you see the 14 had crossed and this had crossed, so let's wait and make an upward trade. Let's make some more trade, guys. It's already we have we are running out of time soon, and I want to make some more trade because trust me, this strategy actually motivates me to trade. I love trading using this strategy. EUR USD, certainly let me check. And I'm sure, guys, once we are done with the webinar, no, I'm sorry, EUR USD Gaurav is not a signal right now because if you see, it is fluctuating and we are already in the middle of the candle. Now I have recommendations coming in. GBP, GBY. We had a signal here, but it didn't cross, so I wouldn't suggest it. And if you see, if I made a trade here, I might have, but we'll wait for a strong signal, right? As I told you, we'll wait for a strong signal. We are investing our hard-earned money, so we just don't want to experiment things. We will be waiting for strong signals like we did in our previous trades and we had success there. The similar way we will be waiting for strong signal. Here we have a strong signal. Maybe the next trade we can try in an upward direction. But if you see this candle is formed very small, so this will go in an upward direction. We can certainly try. But first, we change the amount back to our normal amount because we are trying to recover it. If it does, great. Any questions, guys, before we make one or two trade more and I end this webinar? Any more questions you have? Here, I will once this 14 cross, I'll make a downward trend in Asia Composite, downward trade. Post in the questions, guys. Any questions? Usually dollar works at opposite side with EUR USD and GBP USD. Most of the time when you see a signal at dollar, you can get the same signal, but using the opposite side trade. All right, Renan. Well, 14 didn't cross, but I am sure it was a signal. How can someone control emotions? A big question, Saurabh. Controlling emotions, patience is the main key here. So if you feel, what I normally do if I feel, I am back to back losing trades, I will stop trading for some time at that moment. Maybe I take a 10 minutes break, I just walk around my terrace, or I just grab a cup of coffee. And the main thing is I change assets. That is why we recommend guys keep changing assets. The more you change the assets, the more scope you have for, recovering your trades. So that is what I normally recommend. So, any more questions? Taking a deep breath. Yeah, that's right. That is what I just suggested. Just take a walk in your on your terrace or just go grab some coffee and then start fresh. That is how it works. All right, guys. Just a couple of minutes more. I'm here. We have this asset where we will be trying to make an upward train. More trades, Saurav. I'm running out of time, but I'm here for a couple of more minutes. I'm just finding some assets so that I can certainly trade more with you. Well, Navit, so that is why I'm here with some strategies so that I can help you not to just keep on losing, but yes, use them and maybe do something better out of it. So I guess today we have a lot of comments coming in. We are this is what I want in the sessions. This is what I want in the webinars. The more we talk, the more we get to understand what asset does, what trade does, the better it gets for us. So here it is an upward trend. We can try. If you want, I will just try it for you and let's see how it goes. And just one more trade, guys. This is the last trade I'm making for today, and then I'll take your leave. Maybe I meet you soon with some different strategies, and I have many feedbacks from you today. What would you suggest more trades when you are in loss? Well, I just suggested when you are in loss, take a break, come back, and change the assets that you have been trying, change the assets that you are using. Saurav, if you are doing trading with me right now, I don't think so, Navid sir. If he is, then he wouldn't have, left the comment, but that's fine. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So It's time for me to say goodbye, which is the worst part of the webinars. I do not like, just saying goodbyes and going away. But yes, I want to come back to you guys with a next webinar with a new strategy and help you trade some more better when we meet the next time. All right. So I will be connecting with you maybe soon. And leave your feedbacks, try the strategy, leave in the comment section how did it work for you. Suggest what strategy you would like to learn next, and we will be coming up with it. It was great to have you all in the audience, and you have been a great, supporters. You have been very patient, and I thank you all for that. Have a great day, have a good time trading, and again, please keep patience while trading, guys. Thank you for your valuable time. Bye, guys.